Yo guys at Hail Zone, it's MasterDavros here bringing you guys today another commentary which is of some significance around the community. And that regarding the current map variety we have in Halo 5 Guardians is multiplayer, more specifically Arena. And the question going around the community is, are there too many UNSC themed maps? And if you look at the current map rotation in Arena, you have 8 UNSC themed maps, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, versus 2 Covenant maps and only 1 Forerunner map. So as you can tell, Arena has a lot more UNSC maps than any of these other factions. Warzone, however, has a diverse range of unique environments, which is basically because of its focus on epic scale chaos, oddly different unique environments. So basically Warzone has to have that focus on these different unique environments. But anyway, before we dive more into the topic at hand, there's a community question I want you guys to answer, and basically it is, what sort of environment or map setting do you want to have in Halo 5 Guardians? And it can be in Arena or Warzone, so type that in the comment section below. So anyway, so there are some arguments on the UNSC themed map issues. So there are some negatives to this, I agree with some of them, so let's talk about the main point of importance, which has some meat to it. So a UNSC themed map issue is sort of an issue if you look at Halo as a huge universe. So Halo, of course, is a huge universe, and there's sort of this loss of opportunity when you don't exactly use its universe of all these mysterious Forerunners and all these other crazy planets in the setting in this huge futuristic fantasy world of sci-fi-ness, and so you kind of lose the opportunity if you don't use that to your potential and to its advantages to create some really cool worlds for your multiplayer. So yeah, you could dive into these mysterious Forerunners. You could have even a Flood map in Halo 5 Guardians. There's not enough Forerunner maps, and I find that's quite interesting because Halo 5 Guardians is part of a Reclaimer saga, which is mainly focusing on Prometheans and Forerunners and their history as well as of course, be claimed to the mantle. So it's quite interesting they don't have that many Forerunner maps at the moment at all. Having a Flood map would be really cool. At least a reference to them would be really nice if you expand the universe in Halo 5 Guardians. And this is also quite surprising, we do not have a St. Helios map in Halo 5 Guardians, because Halo 5 also had a huge focus on St. Helios. And neither do we have any Genesis map, which is the Forerunner world. So it's quite surprising we don't have any of these maps set in these more interesting locations. They could have used pretty much anything, and Halo is a huge sci-fi universe, so it's quite interesting that they went for UNSC maps. And I do have an answer for this. I do believe I do know that why they went to mostly creating UNSC themed maps, and that is because UNSC themed maps are more easier to create in order for them to cater towards competitive play. You don't have to worry as much for balancing, and it's more simple to create these human architecture styled maps to make sure that they're balanced and work for competitive play. But if you look at Covenant themed maps and Forerunner, you want to make some crazy styled alien architecture, so it might be a little bit more difficult to do, but they've done it a little bit, and I'm sure they can do it. It takes some time, of course, a little bit more time than UNSC themed maps, but in the end you create a huge variety and it kind of benefits everybody. So, however, does this problem of too many UNSC themed maps kind of ruin map variety as a whole in Halo 5 Guardians? No, it doesn't. I don't think it does, because each UNSC themed map does actually look differently from the other, and Free did a good job in my eyes to make sure that each UNSC map would stand out in its own way. And if you take a look at some of these maps, like for example Torque, Riptide, Overgrowth, Empires, they all look really cool. There's still some unique skyboxes and locations. For example, Empire is set on a skyscraper, Torque is set on a really cool space station, you have a first Halo map underwater, you have a mining rig, and some abandoned destroyed facilities. There's some of the cool skyboxes and locations we have. So Free Industries did actually do a good job at making these UNSC maps stand out at least from each other and make sure that they would be in their own respective locations. So it's not like exactly you have every single map which looks like a clone of each other. It's not exactly like that at all. Some people exaggerate when they say that. And each wall is not even the same. You don't have like clones of metal walls everywhere. It's not exactly like that. And also, each map plays differently and is different in pretty much every way, basically, if you talk about gameplay. So there's a lot of different jump paths in each of the maps. So good locations where you can flank around opponents, create some really creative play in each map. Like, there's a lot of creative play you can make in, for example, maps like Plaza and Empire. And if you look at the creative play you can do, it's a lot different, like looking at these two maps. And of course you have different power positions in each map, basically different places where you can have map control and more control over your sight lines. And of course you have a different focus on gameplay. One map may be more focused towards flanking and stuff, or open gunfire. One may be more focused on more open areas and close quarry stuff, or even a mix of those. And yeah, each map has different flow, as already mentioned. Empire has its own unique flow, while for example Torque would have its different flow with its different lanes. And each map requires a different set of tactics. Not every map requires the same tactic. That would be kind of boring. Each map you can use different tactics in your own way to create some creative play. And overall each map offers a different experience. It's not like you're playing the same thing, as I already mentioned. Every single map feels different from the other, and that's the way it's supposed to be. So we can at least give Free Industries credit that they have at least tried their hardest to make the UNSC map stand out in different ways, since we do have an imbalance here. However, I agree that Free Industries should use the last 4 updates to stretch out the map variety in Arena. Warzone is fine, they're doing a fantastic job with its cool environments. I'm really looking forward to a new map, Skirmish at Darkstar. Cannot wait for it. I hope it's a gritty map set in the mountains. I'm really looking forward to that. So I really hope Free Industries does use the last update to maybe create a map set on St. Helios, or especially more foreigner maps, because Halo is known to have some really cool map set in the foreigners. The foreigner world is very mysterious, and we need more of that. I hope you guys agree with me on the points which I said. So anyway, do not forget, what sort of map do you want to see? What sort of map environment do you want to have in Halo 5 Guardians in Arena? Anyway, this is what I want to have here. I'm going to answer that question for myself here. I personally, for Arena at least, I want to see a map set in lava, basically a lava station. So it can be a foreign. I want a foreigner, basically, structure set within a lava world. And as for Warzone, I want a Warzone map set in High Charity. That would be my dream map. I really want a Warzone map set in High Charity, where everything's like chaos and any of the flood coming in. But that's all my imagination. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Now looking back at your submissions and what sort of free weapons you wanted to see in for free updates, it was nice to see a variety of weapons that you guys have posted, and some comments have been including the Sticky Detonator, for example, this Plasma Launcher, Brute Shot, Fist of Rucht, Focus Rifle, Spiker Concussion Rifle, Plasma Rifle, and Grenade Launcher. But amongst the most popular, it seemed that nearly everybody included the Grenade Launcher in their list. So we can here now crown the winner of this little competition, as so to speak, that the Grenade Launcher is currently the champion and the by far most requested gun to return in terms of Halo Zone. Well, not only that, I see a lot of people requesting that also in the Halo forums. So hopefully Free Industries does bring back the Grenade Launcher in Halo Reach update. But yeah, I'm still crossing my fingers. I do want the Brute Shot to come back from Halo 2. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.